School Casa artists, so we're going to think about how we can use those lines and shapes that we learned about this week, those elements of art, and how can we draw a picture of our home, where we live. So we can start out by drawing the ground. So maybe your ground is just straight, a straight flat line, or maybe you live more on a hill. It's up to you how you draw your line, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we are going to draw our house. I think I'm going to put mine on just a flat line so I have plenty of space. But you make yours however you want it to be. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we need to add a square or a rectangle for the house shape. So I'm going to add a kind of a rectangle shape, right? This shape here. That's a little bit of a wavy line, but that's okay. That's mostly a rectangle shape. And then the next thing I'm going to do is have another kind of little rectangle and a little handle, and that is my door. I'm going to add some windows with more rectangles. Your windows can be whatever shape you want them to be. And then I'm going to do a semicircle window. What kind of shape do you think goes on top of the house? Maybe a triangle? Maybe you could have a bumpy line for the tiles on the roof. Remember how we have all kinds of different lines? Maybe you have a wavy line or a zigzag line on your roof. You can add to it however you want it to go. I think I'm going to add another little window up here. It looks kind of funny. Okay, I think I want a pathway from my front door. Do you have a path at your front door? I'm going to have two wavy lines to make my path, and then maybe another kind of squiggly, sometimes loopy line, and make some little shrubs, and maybe another line over here to make some shrubs. And I think I need my little chimney. It's kind of like I'm making a rectangle, except I gotta go all the way down here. So it's kind of like a rectangle. It's kind of like a triangle and a rectangle together. You see that? I think I'm gonna put little lines going this way. And maybe some lines going that way to make it look a little bit like bricks, sorta. And I have a fire in my fireplace, so I'm gonna make a little smoke coming out with a wavy line. What can you add to your house? I think I'll put a cloud up in the sky, another cloud here, maybe a little tree. Have you guys ever drawn a tree? With two lines, straight lines. They're parallel, right? They're doing the same thing. Sometimes you can make one line go that way and one line go that way. And if you put a V right in the middle and then connect the lines like that and then go do, 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 do. Could even have a tree. What do you want to add for your house? Totally up to you. Maybe I have a few little birds. Maybe one is close so he looks big, and one is tiny because he's far away. That's my house picture. What about you? So you guys can use any kinds of lines that you learned about and any kind of shape that you learned about, and you're just going to draw your house on your paper. And then when you're done, don't forget to add in some color. So you could use your crayons, you could use markers, you could use watercolors, you could use colored pencils, you could use whatever kind of coloring material that you have. You could even do your picture on Google Drawing if you wanted, right? So it's totally up to you. I'm just gonna color in this little door, and then I'm gonna stop there, but you guys can keep going and color in your whole house. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Okay, have fun.